This is Nomad here. I just want to give you an update today, where things are in the nomad life or my nomad life. So, oh my God, it has been drama, you know. So let's see. As far as my RV, um, the guy that sold it to me basically lied to me. The engine doesn't work. I mean, it won't start. He's like, it needed a new starter, it needed a new coil, it's probably gonna need new spark plugs, it's probably gonna need new distributor cap. I had to buy a new battery. I mean, come on, it's like he made it sound like all he had to do was stick the battery in there and it would start up, right? So I've just accepted that and I decided to try to tow it to a mechanic. So that's my plan this week is to get it towed to a mechanic over there in the area, which is in the outskirts of LA, and get a impression from them or an estimate on what's it going to take to get this thing running and legal. And I have a feeling it's going to be expensive. I just hope that the engine's not cracked, that the engine is fixable. Um, what's cool about that area is there's a bunch of industrial auto places over there they look like they can fix just about anything. Um, so I guess if I had to get the engine rebuilt, I could. But I just want this engine stuff to be done so I can start working on the inside. And in the meantime, my housing situation is very tenuous. I'm staying with a relative right now, and you know, so I'm feeling time pressure to get this resolved. Uh, so yeah, so because I want to avoid the apartment rental drill if I can. That's what I'm trying to do. So yeah, I have this other idea I want to do called Oasis. I'll be telling you about it later. And yeah, that's an idea that I want to do, that where we would have a place to live and we can make some money at the same time. Um, so yeah, also I discovered this YouTube video. It's in another post called Capital, and it's about a book called Capital. And it just basically, this guy breaks it down how like the 1% have been extracting most of the income, the majority of the income that the country has made since 1977 till now, 87, 97, 107, the last 40 years. It's like something like 70 to 80% of the income has gone to 1% of the population. And that's why the middle class is feeling strapped, and they're wondering, why are we so poor, and why are we struggling, and why are we in debt, and I work 2 jobs and I can't get ahead. And they think it's them, right? And it's not them. We're part of this system that is using us to extract wealth for the 1%. And one of the places that happens is in rent and loans, mortgages, debt, credit card debt, mortgage debt. It doesn't matter. So I think one way out of this system so that we can actually start to build up our own wealth, assets, is to get out of the debt cycle. And the rent's part of the debt cycle because, the landlord has a mortgage. So it's like a double whammy. You're helping pay his mortgage and some, right? So if we can just own our little piece of something, then we can start to build our lives financially and in other ways. I'm not one of those people that believes that finance is the end all and be all of life. Like, oh, if you just had $1 million, you'd be free and you'd be happy. It's all garbage. But on the other hand, being an economic slave is not good either. So I think we need to be financially literate about what's actually happening, and the forces that are around us that are guiding our actions, economically. So yeah, so that's what I'm trying to do. I want to get out of that rat race so I can focus on the work that I feel I'm here on earth to do. So yeah, so we'll be talking more about all that, but check out that post. It's called Capital. I don't remember the name of the post, but I'll put a link in here to it. And basically it's a book that was written by an economist that's just upending the whole economic establishment, and he basically broke it down about how capitalism in its current Western form is really geared towards concentrating more and more wealth in the hands of very few people. It's that way by design. It's that way by its very nature. A lot of the myths we have about, if we just work hard, save our money, we're going to get ahead. he's saying no, it's all part of a bigger force that's basically, it's like Monopoly. You know how Monopoly, I guess the guy who made Monopoly really knew something when he made it, because you know how Monopoly, like, it's not a sustainable system, right? Like, the more you play the game, the more wealth gets concentrated and more concentrated. So I'm going to read this book. It's 700 pages, and I'm going to do a review on it, and I'm going to put it in our store. By the way, we're going to be opening a Amazon store, and I'm going to sell all kinds of stuff related to the urban nomad lifestyle soon. I'll let you know that. I got so many ideas, so many projects on this. It's crazy. It really is ridiculous. I never imagined that I would be uh, into RVs and boats and like alternative living. I had no idea, but that's life, right? Anyway, it looks really cool, and I'm excited to be a part of it, and I'm excited to share it with you guys. Um, any tips I get, techniques, things, whatever, I'll be sharing with you. Okay? All right, that's it for now. I'll be giving you an update on my RV as soon as I have an update. Like I said, next step is to get it to a mechanic, and hopefully the damage won't be that bad.